Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. Today's training topic, short and sweet, but a really juicy one actually. Topic of today is the quickest, easiest, and most surprising way to land your first coaching clients. So very excited to speak on this topic. This is one of those things that it almost seems too obvious, and that's kind of what makes it surprising, right? It's one of those things that almost seems too obvious, and that's what makes it a surprising way to land your first coaching clients. So come on, and as you're coming in, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. You can also share your coaching niche, or at least where you're watching from. I'd love to see everybody's comments to make sure that the video is working. I'm going to pop into the Facebook group here just to make sure that I can see the video is working there. What's up, Betty Rice? Another Betty. What's going on, Betty Rice? Hey, Hallie. Hey, Heather. What's going on, guys? So come on in for today's training. My name is Betty Kempa. For those of you I haven't met with yet, I'm a business coach for coaches, marketing strategist, LinkedIn expert, IPEC graduate. For those of you familiar with IPEC, I'm a member of the Forbes Coaches Council and the founder of the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. My specialty is helping corporate renegades with a dream of coaching in their heart ditch the 9-to-5 and repackage their genius into a six-figure coaching business. As always, if you'd like additional coaching support with your business, check out the link in the copy of this post. So if you look at the video and you click on the video, you're going to see a link where you can apply for a discovery call with us so we can learn more about your business challenges and goals. You can ask us any questions and we can see if you're a fit for the Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy. All right. So again, as you're coming in today, let me know where you're watching from. What's the weather like where you're at? I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's a beautiful sunny day, of course, outside, but it is a little bit chillier out here as of late, which is kind of nice for October. One announcement here before we get started. I'm grabbing my markers for the whiteboard here to do a little whiteboarding. Before we get started, one quick announcement. This is going to be coming up here shortly in the Facebook group. Our last free Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp for the entire year. It's the last free Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp for the entire year. It is officially open for registration. It is taking place Monday, November 11th through Friday, takes place Monday, November 7th through Friday, November 11th. Now, who is the bootcamp for? Who is the bootcamp for? If any of these phrases sound familiar, this boot camp is for you, right? If you're thinking to yourself, 2022 is coming to an end, believe it or not, in just a couple months, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, we're looking at 2023 coming. I know I could hit six figures in my coaching business next year if I could just get clarity on my coaching niche, or if I could just effectively message my niche and offer to my market in a way that really resonates with them. Right? Or if I could just attract ideal clients to me who would happily raise their hand to pay for my services. If any of those statements struck a chord with you, then this bootcamp is for you. It's time for you to register for the upcoming, and it's free. It's a free bootcamp. I always say that I try to provide more value to you guys in this free 5-day bootcamp than I do for the last thing you paid for your coaching business. Now, even if you've attended in the past, we get repeat attendees, and we love our repeat attendees. If you've attended a boot camp in the past, I would love to see you back. Come back to our boot camp. Here's why it's helpful to come back, even if you've attended in the past. If you previously registered, but you didn't get to attend all 5 training sessions, plus we did 2 bonus sessions after that. If you didn't get to attend every session, which they get pulled down right after the boot camp, register again. register again so you can catch the sessions you missed. And again, once the week is over, the sessions are permanently removed. So you have to catch them that week only. Also, for some of you that have attended already, if you're still not at six figures in your coaching business, attend the boot camp so we can help you troubleshoot why you're not there yet. Right? If you're not at six figures, attend the boot camp so we can help troubleshoot with you why you're not there yet. If you'd like to receive free hot seat coaching and feedback from me via Zoom, this will be a week-long Zoom coaching workshop. I'll be giving you hot seat coaching and feedback customized to your specific niche and messaging where you need help. Attend the boot camp. If you'd like to be eligible to receive fun prizes, I'm doing giveaways, Starbucks gift cards, Amazon gift cards. I'm giving away the golden standard of all planners that I use, and I'm giving access to some of the training videos from my paid program that's not accessible to anyone else. So if you want some fun prizes, attend. If you'd like to take advantage of the only time of the year we offer our bonus bundle with the Corporate to Six Figure Coach Academy, we offer a bonus bundle during the boot camp. It's valued at up to $6,400. The only time of the year we offer this is during the boot camp, and this is the last boot camp of the year coming up. And last but not least, if you'd like to be personally assigned your very own boot camp concierge, and that's kind of the cool part of the boot camp. We assign you a boot camp concierge. They take you by the hand, they guide you through the week-long boot camp, and they customize and tailor this experience just for you so that you get what you want to get out of it. Okay, so that is why I recommend, if this is new to you or if this is, you've attended in the past, register again. So the link to register, let's see, I think Hallie just dropped it into the comments. Thank you, Hallie. Hallie dropped into the comments. What's up, Lamia from Georgia? Thanks for joining us. What's up, Nancy Light, one of our Academy members with us here today. Nice to see you, Nancy. But make sure you guys register. Once you register for the boot camp, you get your 12-page workbook. It's free, and we designed it specifically to go with this boot camp. Again, the purpose of this boot camp is twofold. One, to help you choose a profitable niche you love. And my TED Talk is that clients prefer to hire specialists and experts over generalists. And that's just the way it is. From a marketing perspective, that will be the game changer in jumpstarting your coaching business. P.S. I had a lovely, lovely lady named Valencia who attended this very boot camp in September. Was it September? And within 3 weeks, she had an $18,000 sale. And she shared with me, in part, it was the boot camp jumpstart and getting very, very clear on her niche and her messaging so that when she did her pitch, her clients, her prospects were seeing how specialized she was. Right? So the boot camp will be a niche, choosing a profitable niche that you love and nailing your messaging. And that's kind of the last thing I'll share before we get into today's training, nailing your messaging, where most coaches go wrong. They're like, yeah, I got a niche, girl, I got a niche, but they can't succinctly explain or write copy about their coaching services in a way that captures the attention of their prospects. That's the problem, right? You got a niche, but how are you messaging about that niche on your profiles on social media, on your social media content, on your website? If you're not messaging the right way, you're gonna lose your potential clients, right? So that's my TED Talk for the morning. Before we get into today's training topic, do be sure you register for the boot camp. There's a link to register attached to the copy of this video. There's also a link to register that I see Hallie has dropped into the comments. Thank you so much, Hallie. And let's get going on to today's training topic, which I think is a juicy one. It's called the quickest, the easiest, and the most surprising way to land your first coaching clients. All right, so before we get going here, just checking. When you guys see me looking down, I'm checking to make sure I can see everybody's comments. What's up, Jenny Peterson? Thanks for joining us today. Let's see, we've got Heidi. What's up, Heidi? Julie Menden. Julie, I'm giving you a big old hug. Julie's a former client of the Academy, and she's killing it out there. Julie, I miss you, girl. I'm going to reach out to you soon. Diana's watching. Hey, Diana. We've got, let's see who's with us. Marika Johnson's watching. What's up, Marika? Justine, Jacqueline, Tanya. Hi, guys. Okay, guys, drop into the comments where you're watching from. It's always cool to be able to see where coaches are located so you guys can potentially connect with each other. Part of this Facebook group, I don't want it to be just me as a talking head. I want this to be a community. So share your niche, or at least the niche you're exploring. Share where you're located, and see if you can connect potentially to some fellow coaches in your niche or in your area. So go ahead and share. All right, so on to today's training topic: the quickest, the easiest, and the most surprising way to land your first coaching clients. What I want to talk about today is I want you to beware of this one misstep that could prevent you from landing your first couple coaching clients. Okay, looking back into the comments here, I see Wendy here, another Academy member. What's up, Wendy? My Academy members are here for extra credit, both getting trained in our Corporate to Six-Figure Coach Academy and showing up here for extra credit. You guys rock. Mai is here from the UK. What's up, Mai? Nice to see you. All right, you guys, let's get going here. So what is the thing I want you to be aware of when it comes to landing your first couple coaching clients? Here it is. Oftentimes, we overcomplicate things when it comes to landing our first coaching clients. Now, this is a no shame here. No, this is a safe space. Raise your virtual hand. Drop an emoji in there. If you've ever overcomplicated things in your coaching business in trying to land your first couple coaching clients, give me a virtual hand raise. Give me an emoji. Give me a Betty, it's me. And no shame. This is a safe space. We've all done it. That's why I'm doing a training on this today, right? So what I want you guys to be aware of when it comes to landing your first couple coaching clients is the urge to overcomplicate things, okay? Part of this overcomplicating things when you're like, okay, I got to land my first coaching clients. Where does this come from? Part of this overcomplicating things is coming from shiny object syndrome. Who here suffers from shiny object syndrome? Shiny object syndrome, Anonymous. We're all members. Part of why we're members is we're coaches, and coaches are curious. Coaches are curious. So we see something cool and we're like, oh, let me try that to land clients. Oh, let me try that to land clients. They're trying that. Let me take this training, right? There are so many ways to attract clients. It can be confusing to understand, where do I start? And the truth is, when you're just getting started with coaching, landing your first couple clients, it doesn't have to be so hard. That's what this training is about today. It's not like the whole big strategy that I go through with my clients in the academy of setting up a client attraction system. And that's what I teach in the academy, is how to set up a client attraction system. Parts of that is automated. Parts of that is delegated. Part of that is what you have to do as the CEO of your business. I'm not talking about that big system today. I'm talking about a simplistic way. I'm calling it a secret trick, even though it feels kind of obvious, that you already have up your sleeve to land your first batch of clients. Okay, so we're going to talk about the quickest, easiest, and most surprising way to land your first coaching clients. I want to talk about, one, how to leverage something that is already within your pocket to land your first couple clients. I want to talk about, two, the common missteps to avoid that many coaches usually try too soon, right? Sometimes, you guys, when I'm talking about missteps, don't do this, don't do that, I'm not saying never do those things. I'm talking about don't do it too soon. Timing is everything when you're building a business, you guys. Some of this stuff that I'm doing specifically, the people that are at 7 figures or tracking to 7 figures, that's going to be different than the kind of things you need to do to attract clients when you're just starting out or you're just starting to track to your first couple 10K months. Right? So I want to talk about missteps to avoid that coaches usually try too soon to land their first coaching clients. And I want to also end the call today talking about the one thing you need to have in place in order to land your first couple clients. So guys, I don't want to be a talking head, just me and my pumpkin, my white pumpkin in the background that I was excited about getting for October, and my 2 cats. I want to be here talking to you guys. So please drop into the comments if you have a question, if you have a specific question to your situation, if you need clarity, please drop it into the comments. That's what these lives are all about, is so I can connect to you guys. I don't want to be just a talking head. So let's get started here. And I'm kind of going back and forth checking comments. Heidi, you're in Southern Florida. Where are you in Southern Florida, Heidi? I'm in St. Pete. Where are you at, girl? Good stuff. All right, let's get going here. Again, I'm just kind of looking back and forth, making sure I'm catching your comments as I'm going here. What's up, Tammy Brown? Thanks for watching with us today. All right, let's get going. So here it is, guys. What I want you to do. It's going to feel so obvious. You're going to be like, girl, you called us here for a Facebook Live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about this? Yes, I did. So the trick is, guys, to land your first couple coaching clients, it's to utilize your current network, right? This is like in The Wizard of Oz when Dorothy spends the entire movie trying to find out how to get home, how to get back to Kansas, and the whole entire time she looks down and realizes she was wearing the red ruby slippers the entire time. All she had to do was click the slippers. That's what this lesson is about, right? You guys already have this in your pocket. I want you to utilize your current network, and I'm going to teach you today how to do that. Okay, so let me just see if I can kind of get my whiteboard lined up so you guys can see it. Oop. Actually, we'll do this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Utilize your current network. Okay. Utilize your current network. That's the name of the game, people. That's the name of the game. So let's talk about how. I think a lot of people realize, like, yeah, Betty, I know I need to network. I know I need to network. But I think where people struggle is they don't understand how to network, how to use your current network to get your first couple clients, right? And I will tell you guys, for a lot of successful coaches, many of which are in my program, their first couple sales come from their current network, right? So we sit here thinking, we watch these other coaches getting clients, and we're like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? What's their magical thing? Are they running Facebook ads? Are they posting something magical on social media? No, most of the coaches who get these awesome sales coming right out the gate as they're building their business, they're leveraging their current network. So let's talk about how to do that. Now, when I say the word network, I'm talking about the people who already know, like, and trust you. I'm talking about, when I say network, the people who already know, like, and trust you. I'm talking about your current inner circle. Your current inner circle. Okay? Drop into the comments, who is in your current inner circle? When you guys hear me say, I want you to leverage your current inner circle, drop into the comments, who do you think is in your current inner circle? And of course, I'm gonna list that out for you. But a lot of you guys already kind of have an idea of this. Drop into the comments, who's in your current inner circle? What's up, John Simpson? Thanks for joining us. What's up, Chastity? Thanks for joining us. Heidi's in Miramar. So cool. Tammy Brown. What's up, Tammy? So drop into the comments, who do you think is in your current inner circle? Okay. Now let me kind of talk through, when I'm talking about an inner circle, what I'm talking about, right? So I'm talking about our inner circle. I'm talking about your immediate family. Immediate family. Okay? Your immediate family. I'm talking about your extended family. Your extended family, right? The cousins, the aunts, the uncles, the second cousins, right? The extended family. I'm talking about your neighbors. Neighbors. Okay? Talking about your neighbors. I'm talking about your previous or current co-workers. Co-workers. And I want you guys to dig. I want you to dig. Go through your resume or go through your LinkedIn profile of all your previous jobs, all of them. And I want you to make a list of all your previous coworkers, and for some of you, also your current coworkers. Now, when I say a current coworker, of course, you have to be in a safe space, right? If you're building your business and you're in a corporate 9 to 5 and you cannot yet blow your cover, of course, then don't use the current coworkers, but use your previous coworkers, okay? Service providers. Service providers. Service providers. Here's what I mean by that, you guys. I'm talking about your hairdresser, right? Your realtor, right? People that are already in some way providing a service to you. And so you have a relationship with them. P.S. I love the example of the hairdresser. Do you know how many people your hairdresser knows? And do you know how many people tell your hairdresser their most intimate, painful problems as they're sitting there getting their hair done? I guarantee you guys right now, your hairdresser probably knows somebody who is your niche, right? If you're a relationship coach, I guarantee you your hairdresser could introduce you to somebody who's having relationship problems. If you're a health coach, I guarantee you your hairdresser could introduce you to someone who's trying to lose weight, right? Think outside of the box here with your network, okay? Your college buddies. College. Right? If you were in a sorority, if you were in a fraternity, or if you weren't, like I wasn't, but simply your alumni. I went to UW-Madison. Any Badgers in the house? This is a long shot. Usually not. Any UW-Madison Badgers in the house? But I went to UW-Madison in Wisconsin, and our alumni were tight. We're a tight circle. So think about your alumni, your college friends. Think about your high school friends that you've kept in touch with. Think if you've gone to a high school reunion, or maybe you're friends with some of your high school friends on Facebook. Think about the parents of your kids' friends. So let's see if I'm wording this right. If you have kids, right, and your kids have friends, think about their parents, the parents of your kids' friends. Parents of kids' friends. Okay? So like when your kids are having friends over and the parents are dropping them off, right? We're thinking about those parents. They already know, like, and trust you, right? We're thinking about going through your Facebook friend list. Right? Now, not everybody that's a Facebook friend is maybe someone you'd consider a part of your inner circle. That's what this is, the inner circle. Right? Not everybody that's a Facebook friend is a part of your inner circle, but I want you to go through all of your Facebook friend list and pull out the people that already know, like, and trust you. You have some kind of a relationship with them, right? Your LinkedIn connection list. Again, some people you're connected to on LinkedIn, you're like, I have no idea who that is, Betty. That's okay. I'm asking you to go through your LinkedIn connection list and make a list of the people who you do know, you consider a part of your inner circle in some way. You already know, you've met this person, you've spoken to this person, you met them at a conference, they were a vendor, right? In some way, this person already knows you, right? Go through your phone contact list. Literally, just pull out your phone scroll through all your contacts. And you guys, what are we doing here? We're making a list. We're gathering all the names of the people in our inner circle that you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that person. I haven't talked to them in years, right? Go through your phone contact list. And last but not least, other coaches, right? I guarantee you there's over 2,000 people in this Facebook group here. There's people on this call watching. By the way, give me a hashtag live if you're watching live. Give me a hashtag replay if you're watching a replay, just so I can see who's showing up when. There are probably other coaches, maybe coaches you got certified with, right? Who potentially could either be your niche or introduce you to your niche. Okay. Now, what are we doing here? We're creating a list of the human beings who are in your inner circle. That's what we're doing here. We're creating a list of the human beings that are in your inner circle. Lindsay, go Badgers. Yes, girl. I'm adding you as a friend. Cool. Go Badgers, Lindsay. I love it. We'll have to chat, Lindsay. Good old UW-Madison. Those were good memories. So I'm talking about here, you guys, we're creating a list of the people who are in your inner circle. Now, I'm not suggesting that your network is your ideal client avatar. What is an ideal client avatar? An ideal client avatar is the who in your I help who with what, right? Of course, you guys know that I'm always preaching you need to choose a niche. You need to choose an area of specialization when you get going with coaching. That's how you attract clients, right? That's how you attract clients. You decide who you want to help, and you choose one specific urgent problem you're going to help them with. It's important that you have that niche, so as you're talking to your inner circle, you can figure out who is dealing with that urgent problem, right? So again, what I want to really emphasize to you guys, I'm not suggesting that your network is your ideal client avatar. Right? So let's say you're a divorce coach. I'm not suggesting that everyone in your network is going through a divorce, although some of these people may be. But the goal here, okay, so write this down. The goal here is that you need to start talking to your network about what you do. You need to start talking to your network about what you do in the hopes that either they are your ideal client avatar, or most commonly what will happen, you guys, is they will introduce you to your ideal client avatar. Write that down. The goal is you need to start talking to your network about what you do in hopes that either one, they are your ideal client avatar, or what most likely happens is I had a client who was chatting with her neighbor. And she was just, this wasn't like a sales pitch. She was just excited. She was sharing what she does for a living. Oh my gosh, I'm coaching. I love doing this. And her neighbor introduced her to a business that ended up hiring her for a $50,000 coaching contract. I'm not freaking kidding. This is a conversation she was having outside in the yard with her neighbor about what she was up to. And the neighbor said, I work for a company that could use your help, and made the introduction. She had a $50,000 sale coming out of that, right? So these people in your inner circle that you might dismiss, Betty, I'm not going to work with my cousins. I know, but they may know somebody that they could introduce you to, okay? So what I'm going to ask you guys to do as an action item coming out of this training is create a list. And I think this most commonly works best if you do it in a spreadsheet. Create a spreadsheet to track your outreach to your current inner circle, right? We're going to start an outreach campaign to your current inner circle, okay? P.S., you guys, big one. If you're with me here, listen up, come back to me. If you're on another tab or something, this is important. You guys, I'm going to talk you through how to fill out this worksheet so you can track your outreach. If you want this worksheet template, because I created a spreadsheet and I created it with the headers an example so that you guys kind of had a template of how to fill out this spreadsheet. If you want this worksheet template, please comment. Please put in the comments worksheet template. We'll send it to you. If you guys want this template, it's not, you know, anything fancy. It's not rocket science, but we created a spreadsheet with all the headers and then an example, a template of how you're going to fill this out as you're outreaching to your network. If you want us to give you this worksheet, please comment. Put in the comments worksheet template. Worksheet template. And by the way, if you're watching the replay, if you can also tag Heather Copey. Heather Copey is one of the community experts here in the Facebook group. She will DM you. So put in the comments if you want the worksheet template. Heather will DM you. And so you need to check your DMs. Probably today. Heather will DM you, and Heather's going to ask you for your email so that we can email the worksheet template to you. Okay, so that's going to be how it works. Comment worksheet template. Heather's going to DM you. Make sure you check your DMs, and if you're not Facebook friends with Heather, sometimes that goes to your junk inbox. So you're going to have to click the 3 little dots at the top and potentially go to message request. It could be in your junk box in your Facebook DMs. But Heather will be DMing you to get your email so she can email you the link to this template so you guys can use it. Okay? All right, cool. Everybody wants one. So Heather's going to be on top of that bad boy today. And if you're watching the replay, you can still get it, but just tag Heather Copey with worksheet template so Heather can find you afterwards. All right, now let me talk you through this worksheet that we're going to be sending you. If you comment worksheet template and, you know, DM with Heather Copey, and she's going to get your email so we can email this to you. I'm going to talk you through how to fill it out, okay? So you guys, your goal here, your action item coming out of today's training, I want you to fill out this spreadsheet. It's just a Google spreadsheet. I want you to fill it out with 100 names, okay? I think I'm going to start over here. Let's see. Start over. All right, cool. All right. 100 names. Okay? I know that's going to blow your mind. But you guys, with everybody I listed in your inner circle, you should be able to come up with 100 names of people in your inner circle that in some way are connected to you. And these should be I'm not talking about you guys cold outreach. That's not what this is. This is warm outreach. People who already know, like, and trust you. These 100 names do not have to be your ideal client avatar. This could be your sister. This could be your cousin. This could be your neighbor. We're hoping they're going to introduce us to your ideal client avatar. So don't worry about, well, Betty, they don't need my help. You know, I'm a health coach. It doesn't matter. We're looking for introductions. So I'm asking you to make 100 names who are a part of your inner circle who already know, like, and trust you. Okay. And those should be all the people I listed before in the circle that I drew on the whiteboard that I just erased. Right? So what you're going to want to put in the worksheet is you're going to list out their names, and then next to that, you're going to want to give yourself a little reminder. How do you know that person? How do you know them? Right? With 100 names, right? You keep yourself level set. Okay, that's my colleague from this business. Okay, that's a vendor that I met at this event. So how do you know them? You're going to list out in a column in the worksheet, how do you know them? The next thing I want you to list out in this worksheet is how do you communicate with them? By the way, for those of you who are commenting that you want the worksheet template in the comments, we're going to send you this, so you're not going to need to worry about writing all this out. It's going to be a part of the worksheet. Okay? So how do you know them? You're going to want to list out how do you communicate with them? How do you communicate with them? And here's what I mean, you guys. Some people in your contact list, you email, right? I email with this person. Some people you're close enough to that you text. Some people you know from LinkedIn, it would be a LinkedIn message. So you're going to communicate with people the natural way that you would communicate with that person in your network. It's going to be different for everybody, right? Depending on how close I am to you, I might text you, right? Or maybe I'll email you. It just depends. So you're going to talk, you're going to list out in your spreadsheet, how do you communicate with that person? You're going to grab their social media link. So whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn, and you know, some of these people, you may not be able to find their social media link, and that's okay. But some of them you will, right? If you're pulling some of these connections out of Facebook or LinkedIn, you're going to want to list their social media link so you can quickly find them to send them a message. Right? And for some people, right, you're not going to have their social media link. Maybe instead you'll have a phone number or an email. So we're just trying to pull together, how are we going to get a hold of these people, right? That's what we're doing on this spreadsheet, okay? So here's step one, you guys. Here's step one. I'm going to use a different marker for step one. So now we've gathered all our names, right? We've gathered the information on how we communicate with them, right? And what their contact information is, be it social media link, phone number, or email. We've got that all in one place. That's step one. Step two is you're going to send let me back up here. Step two is you're going to somehow how do I want to put this? Throw them an ego cookie. Throw them an ego cookie. Here's what I mean by that. I want you to go like, comment, or engage in their social media content. So throw them a solid, do them a solid. Maybe that's what I want to name this step. Step two is do them a solid. Do them a solid. Do them a solid. Now, what do I mean by do them a solid? Let's see. The lighting there. Do them a solid. What do I mean by do them a solid? I'm talking about going and either liking, commenting, or engaging on their social media content, right? That's doing them a solid. Or maybe they don't post on social media. Send them an article you think they'd like, right? Or maybe it's a colleague you used to work with. Get into LinkedIn, give them a recommendation, right? How sweet would that be for a colleague to open their eyeballs and to get a LinkedIn recommendation from you? Do you know what a big deal that is to write a LinkedIn recommendation for somebody? Go write the people in your 100 name list, if they're colleagues or previous colleagues, go write them a LinkedIn recommendation, right? If they own a business, go rate their business on Yelp, right? So step two here is we're going to do them a solid. Do them a solid. And P.S., as coaches, we love doing things like this, right? It just feels good. It just feels good to do good things for other people, right? For no reason. It just feels good. So do them a solid. Step three, we're going to send them an initial message. Send the first message. Send message number one. Right? So now at this point, right, this person, you've done them a solid in some way, right? You sent them an article you think they'd like. You engaged in their content. Maybe you shared their content, right? You did something kind. You did them a solid. Now we're going to send message number one. And by the way, the script for this message, you guys, is in the worksheet that we're sending you. If you comment, you've got a comment worksheet template. If you comment worksheet template, the script I'm about to read is in that template. Okay? So here's the script. The initial message, you're going to say this. Hey, so-and-so. And by the way, you guys, I'm giving you an example. All right? This is an example. You're not going to really say this to everybody. But we're going to send them basically what we're doing here with message number one, you guys, here, let me start by just telling you the purpose. The purpose of message number one is to reconnect with them and to basically ask what is new and exciting in your world as of late. So the purpose of message number one is to reconnect with that person, and then to ask an open-ended question of what's new and exciting in their life. So that has to be an open-ended question of what's new and exciting in their life. Here's an example, and this example is in the worksheet template. Hey, so-and-so, I saw your pictures on Facebook of your recent trip with the kids to Orlando. How fun. I went there last year and the kids had a blast. Hey, I haven't seen you since the high school reunion, so I wanted to reach out and say hi. What is new and exciting in your world as of late? Betty. Right? So this is just a basic, don't overthink this first message. It's being human, human to human, right? So it's going to be customized to each of the 100 people here. By the way, you guys, what's kind of cool to do sometimes is use audio. If you're going to do a Facebook DM or a LinkedIn DM, I love using audio, right? You can send an audio, right? Hey, what's up, Maria? What's up, Maria? I saw your pictures on Facebook of your recent trip with the kids to Orlando. How fun. We went there last year. The kids had a blast. You know, I haven't seen you since the high school reunion, so I just wanted to reach out and say hi, right? I'm trying to do a better job of actually connecting to people in my network here. So I wanted to reach out and say hi. What's new and exciting in your world as of late, right? Hope you're great, right? And that's the message. So you could do it as an audio. That's even more intimate. Now, what I want you to do in the spreadsheet is I want you to track the initial outreach message sent date. So you need to track the date. You're going to track the date that you sent message number 1. And message number 1 is going to be different for everybody. It's customized, right? This is not a generic blanket. And by the way, I hope you're all noticing, message number 1 is not pushing our business down their throat. Hey, so-and-so, I'm doing this coaching business. I help who with what? Do you know anybody like this? Introduce me. That's not it. We did them a solid, and then we sent them a message, customized about who they are and what's going on in their life. And then we ask them an open-ended question. What's new and exciting in your life? Okay. Now, what's going to happen next is the majority of people are going to respond back. And people love to talk about themselves, so they're going to share. They're going to share what's new and exciting in their life, right? Maria will say, oh, Betty, man, it's so good to hear from you. Yeah, I haven't seen you since the high school reunion. Actually, what's new and exciting? We're planning a trip to Greece, and we're leaving in a couple of weeks to go to Greece. We're super excited about that. And then what's going to happen, you guys, is people are going to tell you what's new and exciting, and then guess what they're going to do? They're going to respond back to you and say, Betty, what's new and exciting in your life? Betty, what are you up to as of late? Right? That is the human, that's just normal human behavior. I'm going to ask you an open-ended question, what's new and exciting in your life? And basic human behavior is to tell me and then to respond back. All right, Betty, well, what's new and exciting in your life? Right? So from here, now we move into, you guys, message number 2. Message number 2. These scripts are all in the worksheet templates. If you comment worksheet template, I want you to check your DM in Facebook by end of day. Heather Copey will be sending you a message to get your email. And if you want to get ahead of that, just DM Heather Copey your email, and she'll be emailing this worksheet template to you. So the script I'm about to share with you is in that worksheet template, right? So they're going to say back, yeah, Betty, I'm planning this trip to Greece. Hey, by the way, what's new with you? So now I get to share, I get to tell them all about my coaching business, right? So message number 2, I'm going to reply back to whatever they shared. Hey, Maria, that is so exciting. You and your husband are planning a trip to Greece for just the 2 of you. Greece has been on my bucket list. Now, hey, your question about what I've been up to as of late, I have to tell you. And you guys, by the way, this might, again, if you want, I love doing audios because people can hear the excitement in your voice. Right? You don't have to do an audio. You could do a message. I'm just saying I love doing audios, right? So saying, hey, you ask what I'm up to as of late. I got to tell you, Maria, I am super pumped with my latest endeavor. I'm following my lifelong dream of becoming a coach and an entrepreneur. In fact, I just got certified as a fill in the blank to whatever type of coach you are, right? And now we're going to tell them our niche. So you're going to share your coaching title, and you're going to share your niche, your I help who with what so that statement, right? You're going to share your excitement. So let me kind of back up here. Let's kind of pull this out here. So message number 2, what are we doing in message number 2, right? We're going to respond back to whatever they said they were up to. We're going to convey our excitement about what we are up to. We're probably going to share how we got into coaching. I'm not talking about a long diatribe. I'm talking about like, hey, I just got certified. I'm going after my lifelong dream, right? I want you to share your coaching title. Remember, we don't want to be sharing just, hey, I'm a life coach, right? Because people don't know what to do with that. I want you to pick. This is why, you guys, I'm doing this boot camp, Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging. If you're not clear on your coaching title, and you also need your niche statement. Your niche statement. Your niche statement is your I help who with what so that statement. All of this is going to be covered in the upcoming Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp that is free, going on November 7th to November 11th. If you haven't registered, Hallie or Heather, if you guys could drop again the link to register for the bootcamp. And also, guys, I put the link to register to the bootcamp next to this video. You need to register because, look, in order to reach out and get our network to give us some clients, we got to be able to share, this is what I do, this is my coaching title, and this is the problem I solve, right? This is the problem I solve. This is my I help who with what statement. So I'm going to repeat for you guys again, message number 2. Again, the copy for this is in the template that Heather's going to be emailing you guys. So you're going to say something like this. Hey, Maria, that is so exciting. You and your husband are planning a trip to Greece for just the two of you. Greece has been on my bucket list forever. As for your question, what I've been up to as of late, I got to tell you, I am super pumped with my latest endeavor. I'm actually following my lifelong dream of becoming a coach and entrepreneur. In fact, I just got certified as a business coach for coaches. In a nutshell, I help corporate renegades ditch the 9-to-5 and repackage their genius into a 6-figure coaching business. I am so passionate about this because I want to help other women just like me. I'm in the process of trying to build my network with these type of women. Hey, do you happen to know anyone like this? Right? So you're going to respond, you're going to convey your excitement, share your coaching title, share your niche statement, right? You're also going to kind of share, in a sense, and again, we don't want to overcomplicate this, but your mission, right? A lot of us are coaching people who are former versions of us. So you want people to understand, what's your mission? Why is this niche so important to you, right? I said, I want to help other women just like me, right? Who have went through this. You guys, people root for people that are going after their passion. People root for people that have a mission, that want to help other people. That's who people root for. So convey that excitement. Share your mission to help other people just like you, right? And then the last thing you're going to do, very important, is the ask, right? We're going to ask. We're not going to ask, hey, do you want to hop on a discovery call, cousin? Do you want to hop on a discovery call, neighbor? We're going to ask, I'm in the process of trying to build my network with these type of people. Do you happen to know anyone like this? That's the question, right? Now, if they say they can't think of anyone, then, at this point, you're going to want to offer up whatever you have at this point, right? Even if it's something as simple as, hey, well, here's a link to my LinkedIn profile. You know, if you come across anyone like this, you know, please feel free to have them check out my LinkedIn profile and connect to me. If you have a website, right, this is the point at which maybe you share, hey, here's my website. If you happen to come across anybody like this, please feel free to connect them to me. And very important, and I'm talking because there's two things that are going to happen here. Either they're going to say, I don't know anyone like that, right? If they say, I don't know anyone like that, just give them something that they can share if they come across anyone in the future, right? Whether that's your LinkedIn profile, your website. In my academy, I teach people how to create what I call a carrot dangle, which is one specific coaching session that will provide a specific outcome. For those of you, any IPEC people in the house, drop into the comments if you're from IPEC. In IPEC, we learn how to do a specific assessment. It's called an ELI assessment, right? So maybe you have a coupon for your ELI assessment. So if somebody says no, you don't want to just be like, okay, bye. Leave them with something, right? Or even as simple, if you have nothing, you can say, hey, well, you know what? I'm doing complimentary coaching sessions. I'll do one complimentary coaching session with everybody that is in this niche. If you happen to come across anybody like this, you know, here's my contact info. I'm happy to run a complimentary 1-hour coaching session. But give them something to walk away with. So it's not just like, okay, bye, because they may in the future, right, come across somebody, right? Now, if you have 100 people and you guys, the name of the game is numbers. We're going after 100 people. Because the name of the game is numbers. Did you know at any given point in time, 3% of your network is ready to buy? At any given point in time, 3% of your network is ready to buy. So we're going after numbers. You should get at least 3 sales out of doing this exercise. So if they say, yeah, you know what? I do know somebody like that, right? Maybe you're talking to a former colleague and they're like, oh my gosh, I do know somebody. Or maybe they say, it's me, right? But if they say, yeah, I do know somebody like that, you're going to ask if they can introduce you via 3-way Facebook DM or email, right? Hey, can you introduce me to this person, 3-way DM or email? Okay, you're going to ask for that introduction. You're going to ask for that introduction. You know, hey, I'd love to connect with, so that's great that you know that person. You know, are you open to connecting them to me 3-way Facebook DM or email? Right? And you can even say, you know, I'd love to just meet this person, you know, and once they introduce you, here's what I recommend. Jump on a connect call. A connect call is not a sales call. A connect call is not a discovery call, right? Ask the person that you're introduced to hop on a 10-minute connect call. And basically you're going to say, and what I don't recommend, don't do these like virtual coffee chats or I want to pick your brain. That feels like a time waster. So you want to say something like, hey, you know, I'm trying to build my network of XYZ type of people. I'm trying to get ideas for new content I'm creating. I'm trying to get ideas for new content I'm creating, right? Are you open to having a 10-minute chat? So I can learn about your challenges and goals as it relates to insert your niche, right? So you're going to do a 10-minute connect call. And this is just going to be you asking them to share more about the urgent problems they have as it pertains to your niche. This is going to be you asking about more goals that they have, dreams that they have, visions that they have as it pertains to the niche. So this is just an introductory call to get to know the person, right? It can be Zoom, it can be phone, it could be either one. So this is a casual chat, right? And you're getting ideas for content. So you're actually killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting ideas for content, right? So have that 10-minute chat with the person they introduce you to, which by the way, it might be them. They might say, oh my gosh, it's me. You're like, great. Can we hop on the phone for 10 minutes? I'm trying to get some ideas for content, social media content. I'm trying to learn more about, you know, the goals that you have as it pertains to this space, the problems you're facing as it pertains to this space. So you get on the phone, you're going to ask them questions about their problems, right? Their challenges. Why haven't they achieved it yet? What's the dream, the goal, the vision as it pertains to this niche? At the end of the 10-minute chat, you're going to offer the complimentary coaching call. Or for some of you, those of you in my program, I teach people how to create a carrot dangle offer. A carrot dangle offer is one coaching session designed to produce a specific outcome. So at the end of the 10-minute call, actually, let me do this. All right. So we're going to have our 10-minute call, 10-minute chat. We're going to ask them about the problems they're facing as it pertains to the niche and the goals. It's kind of a get to know you call. At the end of that call, you're going to offer a complimentary coaching session. On another date, not on that call. Yeah, you're going to say, thank you so much for helping me, get some ideas for my content. This has been so helpful. As a thank you, I'd love to offer you a complimentary coaching session. This would be a 60-minute coaching session via Zoom. Would you like to redeem that as a thank you for helping me out, right? If they say yes, which most of them will, do not let them get off that call without booking the complimentary coaching session. Do not get off that 10-minute chat. Ask them to pull out their calendar and book the complimentary coaching session. For some of you, like my clients, I help you guys create a carrot dangle offer. That's one specific laser coaching session designed to produce one specific outcome. For those of you in IPEC, that could be the ELI. So you can offer either option one is a complimentary coaching session. Option two is what I call a carrot dangle. Carrot dangle is a laser coaching session designed to produce a specific outcome. If you want to learn more about what that is, book a discovery call with us. That's a part of what we teach in my program. For those of you in IPEC, this could potentially be an ELI assessment. Right? So after that 10-minute coaching call, the last minute of the call, hey, as a thank you for giving me all this insight, I want to offer you this either option one, complimentary coaching session, option two, is the carrot dangle, which might be, for those of you in IPEC, an ELI assessment. If you don't know what a carrot dangle is, that's okay. That's what I teach in the academy. All right? Book a discovery call with us if you need to learn more. Now, from there, don't get off the phone till you book that session. It's going to be a 1-hour coaching session, complimentary, or a 1-hour carrot dangle session, right? Book that before you get off the 10-minute call. Once you guys actually have the complimentary coaching session or the carrot dangle session, at the end of that complimentary coaching session, guess what? You're going to pitch your package. Pitch the package, right? Now, if you feel nervous about how to do that, Betty, I don't know how to pitch a package. That's okay. That's what I teach in the academy. So if you need help with sales, if you need a discovery call script, if you need help with pitching, book a discovery call with us so we can kind of talk you through what that entails. That's a part of what I teach in the academy. But you're going to want to do a complimentary coaching session or some kind of a carrot dangle. Maybe it's the ELI for those of you in IPEC. And at the end of that, you're going to pitch your package. This, you guys, is how people get clients quickly, right away, before they have a website, before they have social media content, right? Now, if the person doesn't buy from you, but you still think they'd make an amazing client, maybe just the timing is off. Keep them in your spreadsheet. You should have a spreadsheet of prospects. Maybe that's tab 2 of your worksheet. Keep a list of prospects and stay in front of them, right? If they say, no, I'm not ready to buy your package and it's just a timing issue, keep connected. Engage with them once a week. Stay in front of them so that when they are ready to purchase, you're the first person they think of, okay? So to kind of wrap this up here, you guys, the common missteps to avoid that many coaches try too soon, This, right, using your inner circle, your network, and just kind of getting a feel for, do you guys know anybody like this? That's the easiest way to quickly land clients. You don't need a website. You don't need anything fancy, right? And that's what I often see coaches doing too soon. They're trying to use Facebook ads. You shouldn't be using Facebook ads until you've at least hit your first 6 figures. Right? Coaches are doing these complicated funnels. You don't need a complicated funnel. Coaches are lowering their price. You don't need to lower your price to make sales. You need to increase your value. That's another part of what I help coaches do. Increase the value of what you're offering and increase your price and go after the correct target market, right? The other common missteps people are doing, they're posting all over social media, which I do want you to post on social media, but you can't be doing that until can anybody guess what you need before you can start posting on social media? You need your niche. You've got to choose the niche. I see some people posting every day on social media, which is awesome, but I don't know what they're posting about. It's so general. It's so generic. Right? You have to be posting specifically to your ideal client avatar. And that is what I'm teaching in the upcoming Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp, right? None of this is going to work if your pitch, you guys, is, yeah, I'm a life coach. I coach anything. Do you know how hard it is to get referrals? When you tell people, yeah, I'm a life coach. I solve any problem. They're like, I don't know who to refer you to. We got to help our network refer to us. And the only way to help our network is to have a specific niche with a specific urgent problem that you're solving. We got to help our contacts, your 100 list of people. You got to help them make referrals to us. They're not going to have any clue how to do that if you're telling them generically, like, I'm a life coach, I help with abundance. And they're going to be like, huh? Right? So make sure you guys, you have registered for the Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp so that this strategy works, right? So drop a comment below, you guys, before we get off for today. What's the number one takeaway or action item that you're walking away with after this training? Go ahead, drop into the comments. What's the number one takeaway or action item that you're walking away with this training? Lindsay says, IPEC grad here. What's up, IPEC in the house? Gretchen, you are welcome. Wendy's IPEC. What's up, Aaron Sullivan? Thanks for watching us. Or Aaron O'Sullivan. Thanks for watching us. Heather says she's been sending some of you guys DMs during this live. So you guys make sure that you check your DMs so Heather can get your email and email you the template. Okay, Gretchen's looking for the worksheet. Hey, Steve English, what's up, Steve? My buddy Steve. Christine, thanks for watching us. Kiki, thanks for watching us. Paul, thanks for joining. Veronica, what's up, Amy? Amy, my high school friend. All right, cool. Lots of people joining in today. All right, guys, so last chance, register for the boot camp. This method won't work. None of the methods out there to attract clients are going to work unless you've chosen your niche. That is step one. That's like the price of entry. You got to choose the niche. So make sure you've registered. If you need help registering for the boot camp, put into the comments boot camp. And Heather will DM you and get you registered. If you need help registering, put into the comments boot camp. Choose your niche boot camp, put boot camp into the comments, and Heather will reach out and make sure you get registered. There's a link to register in the copy near this video. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Same time next week, same time, same place. If you have any ideas on topics you would like to learn, you guys, I create these topics based on what you tell me you want to learn. So DM me, or even better, DM Heather Copey. Heather collects all those topics and gives them to me. So you'll see Heather making comments in the comment of this video live. DM Heather and say, I want to learn about this. Can Betty teach about this? And potentially I'll create an upcoming Facebook Live just for you. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you same time, same place next week. And Choose Your Niche, Nail Your Messaging Bootcamp coming upon us fast and furious, November 7th through November 11th. So I'll see you guys there for that too. Have a great week.